I don't believe it, guys. I don't believe it. Hi, my name's Amira and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here reviewing the Clinique DIY Blend It Yourself Pigment Drops. So I picked these up a couple weeks ago when Clinique had their gift with purchase. My boyfriend was buying something and I was like, hey, do you have these? So yeah, they color matched me and everything. And I've been using them out. I've been trying out a few different things. I got some tips off the girl who was working there on the counter. So let's go through and talk about pros and cons and what I think of it and yada yada yada. So this was $50 or $55. I'll put it here, in Australian dollars. Guys, remember Australia is very expensive for everything. It is not that many mils, it's only 10 mils. So when I saw it, I was like, oh, is that just the like tester that you have on counter? They're like, no, that's the full size. And I was like, and it's how much? Sorry, guys. But what it is important to know is this isn't really like the Cover FX custom cover drops where you add them to add coverage. I don't think, anyway, I asked her if it was similar and she's like, no, it's not. I kind of think it is, but the consistency is very different in them both. But this is a little kind of dropper thing. You can feel when you shake it, it's very liquidy, 10 mils, and they're pretty much just pure pigment in drops. So they said, you know, to your moisturizer, you're meant to add 1 drop for like a tinted moisturizer, 2 drops for more of like a medium coverage, and 3 drops for a full coverage. But she told me she likes to add 4 drops for her nice full coverage. And her skin looked really nice. It didn't look heavy or cakey, but it did look quite flawless. So I was like, yeah, okay, I believe you. Thanks for being honest. You know, you don't want people to be like, you only need 1 drop for amazing full coverage. That's a lie. That's a lie. So I was like, okay, can you add this to your other foundations that you already like to add more coverage? And she's like, no, it's designed to only be mixed with your favorite moisturizer. And I was like, don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me I can only add this many drops and that I can't add it to different foundations. But I've tried everything, so I'm going to tell you how I found it with different mixing mediums. So when we were looking at the color match, so you drop out a color, you can see on my hand it's really dark, but that's because it's not mixed with anything yet. Because as I said, you would mix that with like your, see, if you just blend it straight onto the skin, you can see it's really dark. And I was like, she's showing it to me and I'm like, but since you are meant to mix it with something that has like no coverage, you know, like your moisturizer, it does actually adapt really well to the skin. I do think there probably would have been a better color match for me, but I trusted the girl and it seemed to be okay. Just depends on my level of tan, which actually changes all the time. So I think she did a pretty good job considering my color was like very patchy on that day. So the first time I used it, I tried mixing it with the Benefit Triple Performing Facial Emulsion. This is just their regular kind of day moisturizer, 15 SPF. I thought this would kind of be the kind of product that if I were using it in its intended way, I'd probably mix it with something like that for every day. Because it's sheer, oil-free, 15 SPF. I thought, yep, beautiful, perfect. It will be my nice kind of like full coverage tinted moisturizer. And I was right, it looked really nice, but it was very dewy. Now, this being oil-free, I would imagine that it's not meant to be, like I remember talking to Ella from Benefit about this. She was saying because I'm dry, it might not be hydrating enough, but mixing them together, my skin looked really dewy and glowy all day long. So I think that's a good thing, I guess. Next up, I wanted to push the boundaries because that other concoction was not dewy enough. So I mixed it with the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Liquid in Opal because, hello glow. It was beautiful. Like I was like a dewy, glowy goddess. Amazing. And I want to mention that I added like 3 to 4 drops as well. But yeah, dewy gorgeousness. Gorgeous. I did forget primer the first time I did that, so my pores look disgusting through here. I feel like that's probably more the fact that I mixed it with an illuminator. I didn't look over the top though. I did get a lot of compliments when I wore my makeup that day. But what I did, because I forgot the primer and we were too far gone, was I took the Benefit Professional Makeup. This is designed to be worn as a light coverage foundation or 1 to 2 drops through your pore areas, problem pore areas, this area. So I just took like 2 drops and all my pores disappeared and the day was saved. I tried it again the next day, the same mix, but with pore filling primer first. And again, it was beautiful. So I was very happy with that. If you want to be like glowing, because for me, this kind of product, I like to mix liquid illuminators with foundations and stuff, but you can sheer them out too much. So something like this that is pure pigment is actually, like, I think these went really, really well together. And then because I don't believe in makeup rules, I went ahead and mixed it with my foundation. So today I'm actually wearing the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation with 4 drops of this. I'm only meant to add 3, and I added probably too much of this as well. We are full coverage, guys. I think it looks really, really flawless. Now, I did add lots and lots of highlighter. I think that this on its own, everyone makes out like, oh my god, it's amazing coverage. It's not super full coverage unless I put way too much on, and I'm not spending like $90 to use like 5 pumps of foundation to get full coverage. That's not for me. So I did like adding a couple drops of this. I thought it just made it look that bit more flawless, and yeah, I just really like it. And then because this is like a little bit more orangey, the tone, and the Giorgio Armani foundation I have is like a little bit too pink, it actually made it, like, if you look at it closely, it is a little bit still too pink for my fake tan, but it did kind of help color correct it a little bit as well as add that extra coverage. So I do really, really like how it looks today. I look very, very flawless, very, very airbrushed, very, very beautiful. So I didn't really know what other criteria I should kind of do to review this. I could have probably mixed it with a few different moisturizers and everything, but I mixed it with one moisturizer, it did well, and I wanted to try some other mixing mediums. And I'm very, very impressed with how it's done. Every time that I've worn it, I have made sure to check in during the day and look in the mirror, have a good look in different lights. At the very, very end of the day, like, it lasts so well. I'm very, very impressed, especially when I didn't even wear primer that one day, because I wear primer, like, even if I'm not wearing any makeup, sometimes I will just wear primer to keep my skin like matte or keep it dewy or keep it whatever my skin's doing and I want it to do the opposite. I'll prime. Like, I am a primer whore, and my foundation, like, it still looked beautiful all day, so I'm so impressed with it. I'm really, really just like, very, very happy. I don't really know what else to say because what we've covered price, we've covered what I've mixed it with, how it looks, and how it lasts. So I think that's pretty good, guys. The only thing is, yeah, I don't know about the color selection because it wasn't out on display. She had to kind of go get it, so I didn't get to see how many colors were in the range, but I'll leave it here and I'll do a little thumbs up, thumbs down if I think that's good or not. I hope you found the review helpful. Just for those, because sometimes I forget to mention it, my skin is normal, slightly dry. It can get a little bit more oily because we're still, you know, at the end of summer, start of autumn. It's still hot here is my point. So yeah, that's me, because I sometimes read in the comments like, what's your skin type? And I'm like, crap, that's kind of important. I should have mentioned that. So yeah, let me know below if you've tried it out and if you've mixed it with like something that is just phenomenal that I have to try, because I'm definitely down for trying that. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Turn on the little bell notification icon, and we'll see you all next time. Bye, guys.